Hello, welcome back to Going Walkabout, another SwiftUI episode. Today we're going to dive into the navigation link. And unfortunately, it didn't go the way I want. In the previous episode you saw how I implemented my new profile. I like it, it looks beautiful, and I thought I just need to add one more thing, and that is a link to the actual trip. So that's what I went and do. Now, it didn't work out the way I wanted. Let me show you what I did and also show you where I got stuck. Now, first thing I did was to create here a trip view as a UI view controller representable. And I did that to make sure that I could use my existing trip view, what is still built in UI kit, and I want to keep it that way, at least for now, can be accessible from SwiftUI. Now, it's very simple. I just added a variable for my trip so that I can pass in the trip I want to see. I implemented the make UI view controller. I didn't do anything about the update. It's not necessary. I create my view controller. This create function already existed. It deals with everything with the storyboard and is used in other parts of the code. And I add the trip and I return that thing. Now, if I go to the profile view, and in the profile view where I created my profile view trip view, so those are the cards for the trips, I just embedded that in the navigation link with a destination, the trip view that we just created, passing in the trip. Now, if we run this, we see a couple of very weird things. Let me show you, because I have it running here. Here in the simulator, we go to the profile, and the first thing we see that all the images have gone blue. And this is default behavior because SwiftUI thinks it's a link, and in the link I should use blue, and on the image. So we don't want that. Next thing, if I navigate on it, it does navigate, but as you can see, my header is messed up because it should be transparent, and I don't want to show the tab bar. But I could live with the tab bar, but the header on top is no good, because if I start scrolling, you see the text is still animating from white the way it should be. It goes like that. So I can still click and go back, but it's not the way I want it. That's what you can see here, where it's nicely transparent with the white text and the buttons all visible the way I expected. And then when I start scrolling, slowly the color changes and it moves on. And that's not working in the trip view. Now let's go and tackle the problems one by one. The first thing is here with the blue color of the images. And for that, it's very simple. In my common trip image component, I just have to make sure that I render my trip in the original rendering mode. And I don't think Apple should do it, making everything blue, because it's really confusing. And now on almost every place where you have an image inside a link, you need to go and add this additional rendering thing. But for now, that's the way it is. It's an easy fix to deal with that. Now, the second thing was to deal with the size of the window. And for that, I thought, okay, let's go and do my navigation link. And I have it here, so I'll move this and I enable this. Then I say, just ignore the save area. And my hope was that it would go to the top of the screen and to the bottom of the screen, covering the tab bar below, and on top covering actually my whole navigation bar. Now let's go and run this and see what I have improved by now. Okay, there we have the simulator appearing. Let's go to the profile view. Now the first thing we see, we have our images, so that is successful number one. And if we click on it, we also have a few better things, because this is now the way I would like to have it. Yeah? It looks almost the same as if I go to this strip, except that the image has a different size. See, because if you look at the top here, and if we go now to the profile, it is sort of different. See, the second time, if I go here, it has inconsistent behavior. So it's very strange, but it's already an improvement and it works. But I still have the tab bar. And the weird thing is, my screen is actually below the tab bar. See, it's the translucent kind of tab bar. So I want to get rid of the tab bar. And this is a very common practice. You have a list, you go to the list in your tab, you go to the list and you cover that. A lot of applications do that. And normally in your SwiftUI, you would do that very simple here by applying the heights button bar when pushed on the navigation controller, and it should work. So that's what I tried as well. I think, oh, well, I have my view controller and I just set the same flag to get that done to see if that is working. We run it again and we'll see the result of this change. Now again, there's the simulator. Go to the profile, we click on the link, and we see no change whatsoever here. Yeah, we still see the strange behavior with that bar and the scrolling thing, and well, okay, there's a second one. Now it scrolls the way you would expect. Yeah? But if I go to this tab for the very first time and I click on it and I start scrolling now, we have a different behavior. So all in all, this navigation link to an existing navigation controller or to an existing view controller is not working the way I would like to have it. And to be honest, currently I'm very stuck and I have no idea how to do it. So I cannot get my tab bar hidden. I have Googled, I've searched for it, and I don't find anything that could help me. So if you know how to solve it, please let me know, because I'm kind of stuck here. And that also puts me a little bit in a weird spot, because I want to move forward to SwiftUI. I want to slowly migrate my app to SwiftUI by taking pieces of functionality and rebuilding that. But now I sort of hit a roadblock, because it would be silly to roll this out without links on the trips. I of course can do it, but that's not my intention of doing. So I need to find a way to get this fixed, what I haven't found yet, before I can roll it out. Anyway, I'm rambling. I will continue working on this. I just wanted to show you that my navigation link behavior is strange and it isn't consistent. Maybe the next step should be to test it on iOS 14 with the betas and see if that is better. But for now, it's not working. I cannot continue. I need to do a little bit more investigation. So, a little bit of a failure on this part of SwiftUI. All my enthusiasm is gone for a while, but it will recover and it will get better. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. And if you don't like it, wait for the next one, because it might be better for you. It tells the whole story and will continue going into the next video. And I'll see you then.